Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Okay, here's part 2 of putting the upgraded tow mirrors on our 98 Dodge pickup. Okay, here's a quick refresher of the tools that you're going to need. Basically what you need to get the door panel and mirrors on and off, as well as a couple little wiring accessories. Okay, so we left off, we had routed the wires and bolted the emergency brake pedal back into place. And a quick reminder, you want to decide if you want to hook your lights on the mirror, if you want to hook them up to the blinkers or to the parking lights. I prefer the parking lights so that they're on all the time so you can judge the width of your vehicle. But here you can see, if you're looking up to hook up to your blinkers, you want your right hand signal hooked up to the brown with red stripe, your left hand signal hooked up to the green with a red stripe, and if you're hooking them up to the parking lights, you want to hook both to the black with white, or I'm sorry, black with yellow stripe. Okay, first you want to determine where you're going to route the wire to. This is going to be my ground wire, and so I've routed it right to a metal piece of my dash where there's a screw, so I can put a terminal on it that the screw can go through. And then that's the next thing. Choose the correct terminal. You want it to do what you need to do. In this case, I want to put a screw through it, so it's an I terminal. There's all kinds of different terminals. And then also you want to have the right size for the wire. This is a very small wire because it's an LED, and this is the smallest gauge I can get as far as the terminal. And then you want to have the right tool. Okay, these are wiring pliers. First thing you want to do is strip a little bit of the end off, and I can hardly do it because this wire again is so small, so I'm going to have to go a little bit of an alternate way. I'm just trying to cut through the casing a little bit and then pull the casing off. Okay, so there's my wire exposed. I'm going to twist it because it's a stranded wire. Okay, and because my terminal is a little bit big, I'm going to actually fold it over on itself. Okay. And then you want to take your terminal, okay, and put it in the crimping jaws. Make sure the crimping jaws are right over the metal part. Okay, you don't want to just crimp the plastic here. There's metal inside there, so you want to see the metal. Okay, put your wire in, so you make sure that the wire is all the way into the metal terminal. Okay, and then squeeze. Okay, use the sharp or the pointed part of your crimp to really bear down. Okay, test it, pull it. Don't pull it really hard, but make sure you've got a good tight crimp on there. Okay, now you can see I'm going to have a good tight ground with that wire in the terminal and screwed into the metal. Okay, so this is a wire tap, and it's obviously designed to connect two wires. If you open it up, you can see that one passage goes straight through, the other passage is blocked. And the way it's designed is, if this is your existing wire in your vehicle, you put the tap onto it, okay, and then you take your new wire, put it right down in here until it stops, and then take your pliers and you drive the splice right into the wires like that, and then you close it off. So inside there it's spliced, but you have nothing, there's no wires or anything that can short or anything like that. Okay, and here you can see those two blue splices. Those are both my mirror wires. They're spliced into that black with yellow stripe wire. Okay, so new mirror from 1AAuto. We're going with the towing mirror upgrade on this truck. We do sell the regular replacement ones just like the original, but this is the later style slide out or flip out tow mirror. Okay, offers you a good angle for viewing for towing, and it also has, on this vehicle, has the clearance light. We do offer these as well as just the regular replacement, as I said. And obviously, if you reinstall, we're going to put our harnesses through. Just to hold it for a moment, I'm just going to thread a bolt on here. Okay, these mirrors have a tendency for the wires to get pinched when you're installing them. So after you put that little nut in, just kind of separate your mirror out from the car a little bit, look down in there. You can't really see what I'm doing, but you just make sure that your harness is pushed out of the way. It's not close to either of the mounting studs. Make sure it kind of routes right between them. It doesn't get too close to either one of them. Okay, because these mirrors are so big, we provide you with a reinforcement plate. So, putting the harness through that. I'm going to speed it up here, laugh at myself a little bit as I kind of try and contort myself getting this mirror on by myself. With these upgraded tow mirrors, they require that reinforcement plate, so it's a little bit of a challenge to get the plate on there and start the nuts, but that's basically what I'm doing. If you're just replacing it with a regular replacement OE style, then you don't even have to worry about this step. It's just putting the mirror on and starting the 3 nuts. Again, be careful with your wiring harness. Don't pull it hard through or pull it tight. You just want to kind of make sure it's through all the way. You don't want to pull it tight, because pulling it tight will pull it against one of the mounting studs and you could pinch your wires. Continue to fast forward as we just tighten up the 3 10mm nuts that hold it, and you want to tighten these up firm. Be careful not to over tighten them though. Okay. This is all designed to plug in our mirror. Okay, and our optional lights, which I wired before. Okay, so there's our near mirror on the truck. Fits very nicely. I'll turn the parking lights on. Clearance light works. Mirror folds out, clearance light stays out there. Okay, once you've made sure everything works, take a few plastic wire ties, tie up your extra there. Make sure you put one down in here so these wires can't interfere with your window. And then up underneath here, I put one right up there, keeps these wires from getting down, and then one onto the wire up where the harness is as well. Okay, clearance light on when the headlights are on, and same thing on this side, clearance light on with the headlights. And obviously what I've shown you mostly in this video was doing the driver's side. The passenger side is all the same as far as taking the door panel off and putting it back on. The only difference is you have to route the wire a little further, and then I ended up putting the grounds to the same screw, and I did tap into the same wire for both lights. Everything works pretty well, and now we'll get into closing the dash back up and putting the door panel back on. Okay, so put our speaker through, pull the harness through. Speed up as we use the 4 Phillips screws to reinstall the speaker and reconnect it. Okay, on the back side you can see we've replaced all our clips. So it in place. Connect our mirror first. Connect our power window switch. Okay. Panel into place. Get our lock through. Okay, and then you can kind of peek behind, make sure the pins are lined up with the hole, and then just push them in all the way around. Okay, just going to kind of speed up, put in that top screw, and I apologize, I didn't do a very good job filming that. I was kind of in the way. And then put in your door pull cup and replace the 2 screws for that. And then once that's done, then you take your door handle and the 10mm bolt, put that back in, tighten it up nice and firm, and you should be all set. This panel's got some clips in it. Just put it, you can see these red tabs. Just watch it kind of right up into there. Okay, just fast forward through putting those 3 screws in, reconnect your battery if you haven't already, and you should be all set. We hope this helps you out. Brought to you by www.1aauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll-free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.